What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks so much for being here and for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to brighten up the place. Let's get into this conversation/reality chat. Listen, when I tell you, Sheree, she just needs to give up on trying to win at this point in time, especially in the eyes of the public. You may be a winner with your children, and yeah, they should see their mother as amazing, great, a winner, all of that good stuff. But I think even they know the real deal, so they just kind of go with the flow and go along to get along. But Sheree just needs to give up at this point in time and trying to prove people wrong, trying to shut down the rumors. We saw, if you did watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, the first part of this 2-part reunion, where Kandi was responding to Sheree, as a matter of fact, and was talking about the business and talking about how a lot of the fashions that were at the fashion show, you can't purchase them on her website because she didn't pay the guy, because that had been alleged. And Sheree, when Kandi brought it up, she was acting as she was so happy that was brought up. I'm so happy that you brought that up because I got the receipts. Well, somebody else has the receipts. And you know who has the receipts? The actual person who made the fashion show what it was, who also responded after the reunion and said that once that had aired, he was going to be dropping his receipts. So now he's doing it. And I want to get into this because I was here for it. I really was here for this because when I saw that he had responded to that, I said, you know what? I want to be sitting on ready. I know I got a lot of stuff going on, but I want to know when that drops. So let's just go ahead and get into this.
I don't know. We talk about She By Sheree. You know what I'm saying? She went online. She went on national TV on Housewives on the reunion, and she brought out receipts. So I bought my receipts too because Lil Mama tried to play me, and we're not doing that.
You know, because you were the leading reason that the fashion show was the success.
It was, mind you, this your third fashion show on national TV.
Right.
This the first one that it actually, you got standing ovation. I'm like, damn, we did our thing. We made Lil Mama look good.
Right.
You ain't do shit. That's me.
Right.
Everybody jumping up and down for me. They don't know they jumping up and down for me, but I made you look good. And the fact that you ain't acknowledged it, the fact that you ain't even tried to, like, say, damn, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing it. Here, let me pay you this. Let me pay you for your time. And I'm going to give you a tip, too, because you made me look good on national TV. Because She By Sheree been shit since it started. The first color line you had is when I built it. I built your shit, really.
Listen. Oh, my God. When he said shit by Sheree, I fell back. Listen, I fell back. And I feel like he's been listening to some of the bloggers because I know I have definitely heard a few people that I listen to call it shit by Sheree. But honestly, at this point in time, that's what it is. And it's a freaking embarrassment. She just needs to go ahead, put She By Sheree in a coffin. Go ahead and lower that 6 feet under, throw the dirt on top of it, cover it up and bury it. Rest in peace. And never to be spoken of again at this point, because it is absolutely ridiculous that she feels as if she can come out. She's got a track record of not paying people. Very, very good track record of being horrible when it comes to paying people for work that she hired them to do. But yet she wants to call other people out. That's why I didn't even get into all the bull crap regarding her and Drew and her talking about Drew as a liar. I don't even know how people can really even equate what Drew has said to what Sheree has been doing all of these years in terms of the lies. But she got so upset with Drew after the last season and the reunion episodes from last season aired, because Drew did an interview and she was discussing She By Sheree, and she called out the fact that the things that she had on display and the things that she was allegedly giving to her castmates were taken once everything was said and done. Drew didn't lie about that. She told the truth. And I believe Candy and Kenya had confirmed that. But yet, and still, Drew didn't have a reason to lie about that. But Sheree got pissed off because she clocked her on it. She exposed her for it because nobody else said anything. So she didn't like it. And then she wanted to use the Anthony guy as her get back to try to get at Drew. So that's why when I saw that last episode before the reunion aired of her coming out to greet Drew when she had finished doing her confessional talking about She By Sheree, and Drew was saying how her dad isn't doing good, her mom is there, she's going through the divorce and all this other stuff, and Sheree is so cold, right? Because she was just talking about Drew. She's so cold. And at that moment in time, as she's talking to Drew and Drew is sharing these things, that's the moment in time that she starts saying that her dad literally just died, like, I believe it was the day before. And listen, not everybody has a close relationship with their parents, so I get that. But she had been so dirty and so shady. It's like, girl, you ain't even talking about what's really going on in your own personal life. You're talking about all these other things that really don't have anything to do with you to be messy on the show. But you're not telling the real about your dad just dying. You're not telling the real about this fraudulent relationship that she was trying to portray that she and Hotel were having. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So for this designer to come out and clock her on it, I absolutely was here for it because it needed to be said. And he, in my opinion, was so humble and definitely naive. I don't know if he just isn't from Atlanta, never followed the show, didn't know her track record and her history. But that's the only type of people that I can think of that would say, oh, hey, this is someone that's on Bravo. This is someone that's on reality TV. She's given me an opportunity. Yeah, I want to get paid for my work, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this for her and believe that I can invoice her and I'll get paid after the fact. That's the only thing I can think of as to why he did not get his money from her up front. Because he just didn't know anything about her. I don't know what it is, but this is her track record and her history. And if you all remember from the second season, when Sheree went with Michael, God bless his spirit, who was on a season of Project Runway, when he had her, he had given her his tips and advice because she had asked him for it. He was mentioning how, it's really funny how people who are not into fashion, who don't have any experience with fashion or anything like that, try to get into fashion. But okay, because they have the money to do it. He knew of what he was speaking, but I guess he didn't know that Sheree also didn't have the money to do it either. So anyway, that's another story for maybe another time. But if you all remember that, let me know in the comment section. But I'm so glad that he didn't get involved with her because he probably already knew. And he was like, well, yeah, I'll give you some tips and advice. But as far as me doing any work for you, it's just not going to happen.
She pushed through, she pulled through, she got it done. And I'm very proud of her.
She really did blend fashion with athletics. She gave us a bomb-ass firework fashion show. She By Sheree is in the building. Yes! Will he do it? Or should I say, will she do it?
Definitely worth the wait. Maybe not the whole wait, 14-year wait, but it was definitely good.
After 14 years, I did it. I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've had a lot of letdowns. I want everybody who feel like they can't do it to keep pushing. With prayer, determination, hard work, it will definitely pay off.
Child, she ain't prayed. She ain't had no determination, and she definitely ain't put in no hard work. So when Kenya said that won't he do it? Yeah, the he that she was talking about was definitely this designer. It wasn't she. She definitely didn't do it. And God did not have a hand in any of that. You know what I mean? So she's just not she's just not real at all. You know, it's we know she's not a housewife, but it's just so funny having her on a show called The Real Housewife. She's not real. She's not a housewife. She is just one of the things that I caught from that clip that I just played, which was from the last episode of last season before the reunions aired. That was during her fashion show when she was doing her walk, when she was sauntering down the runway, and people were bowing down to her, and they really were rooting for her. All of these people were really rooting for her, but honestly, the work that was up there on the runway was the work of this guy. I don't know if this is what he's really into, but hey, maybe he can make this work out for his benefit to make it into something of his own, because you can't steal what was yours. You know, I don't know if he had to sign any type of documents or anything with her. I don't even know if it would be valid at this point. But when Drew said, you know, it was 14 years, but I guess it was worth the wait. People, are they still waiting on it? Are they really still wanting this? Are they waiting on it? She is a joke. And when they showed the clip and then they showed the look on Bob Whitfield's face, her ex-husband, I think he was thinking in his head, all right, when is the shoe going to drop? Because I know this chick and this is just unbelievable. And it really was unbelievable, not believable. So I am not surprised. I'm glad that he came out and spoke his piece, spoke the truth, not his truth, spoke the truth, had the receipts, said that he was the one that made that happen. And he said that the woman that actually just gave him some money because she felt sorry for the situation was that she ain't got no money. So I still want to know, I've asked this before and I'm still going to ask it. How does she afford to live like she's living? I really would love to know the answer to that. Some people, they want to talk about black people want to tear other black people down. No, as a black person, why don't you have integrity and be upright and pay people what you hired them to do? And if you couldn't afford to do it, don't act as if you could when you couldn't. Trying to put something out there to the public to portray as if you got it like that, or this is what you do, you know? And it's not. So, you know, it's funny. Her tagline for this season was She By Sheree. More like she broke the internet. No, she just needs to leave the internet off of that and just have she broke. That's it. No she by Sheree. No she broke the internet. Just she broke. Because it's absolutely ridiculous. And to have this man have to take time out of his day, have to come up with the receipts, has to speak his piece, has to speak the truth, has to share his story because she wanted to get on national television and lie. To tell people that everything was handled, everything was taken care of. It was just a lie. So you know how she does. If she comes out and addresses it, she's going to come out and try to spin the story, say that he's not telling the truth. He wanted some clout. He was mad about something or whatever. She's going to try to conjure up, right? But listen, this man had been quiet. Nobody really knew anything about this situation. If she had just done what she was supposed to do, none of us would know about this. None of us probably would even know about him. So he has no reason to come out here and try to get clout off of the situation when he just really wanted to get paid for the work that he did. Period. Guys, this is crazy, but let me know your thoughts about it in the comments section. Thanks so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.